We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna switch up the subject a little bit with this next clip.
Spend his whole check on you every week. He has a more right. All that stuff. Come on now, and I can't go to Miami every weekend. Right. This is good. This is a good weekend to be in Miami, right? But not every weekend.
And that's, you know what? And that's let me make one point real quick. I'll let you get. And that's very very pertinent point that you made. And I wish that this panel was a little bit more broad and we had maybe some other cultures up here, because with us, obviously, a lot of us don't have it, you know, from a monetary standpoint to take you on these type of trips. Where say our white counterparts, I mean the white guy that maybe working corporate, maybe he owns some property, and then I've heard women make these type of statements that I was dating this white guy and he did this and this. And my mother had a white guy and he was making $20,000-$30,000 a month in his own business, and he would come pick my mom up and take her to lunch every day, and he the washer and dryer that we have at the house now he bought. When I went off to college, he took me, because my father didn't. So, we can have a broader conversation about where a lot of this stuff is coming from. I think that was important that you brought that up.
I don't even think it necessarily have to do anything with how much money he got, though, because you're putting. This is not a 50-cent video. Right. We're not gonna be throwing money in the air everywhere we at. It doesn't work. Right. That's not a realistic life. Right. A life that should be enjoyed, that is a mutual exchange. Okay. You're not a hooker or a prostitute. You shouldn't be expecting a man to be lavishing you with gifts and money. Taking us to Nan restaurant and downtown. You can sit in the park and have a picnic. It's romantic things to do outside of spending $500 on a meal or sitting $1,000 in VIP in some club. Right.
Well, if you're doing all that, you're just not creative.
Sure. What was
okay, so if I was trying to spend money, then you're not really thinking, what can I actually do? Like you said, a picnic. You actually have to think about that. But to just go, let's go here, I'll spend some money. That's too easy.
So what I was going to say, unrealistic expectations that women may have of men is to expect the man to know her worth just because she put on high heels and dress nice. Mm-hmm. So you meet a woman, and just because she's a woman, and just because she's attractive, and just because you say something to her, that you're supposed to automatically put her on a certain, you put her on a pedestal, but that woman expect you to know her worth just because she's a woman. So I think the expectation comes that, hey, you're supposed to do this, that, and that for me just because I'm a woman and you're a man. And that becomes very unrealistic, because now I don't know you, but if you were my wife, because of the time that we spend, because of the things that we went through, then there's going to be certain things that I would do for you. Gotcha. Don't expect me to treat you as a wife. Yeah. And you just someone I'm just knowing. Yeah. You just somebody I'm just dating. It's so unrealistic for you to expect to be treated as a wife.
A lot of women expect that.
That's the most.
Make it a point of mine when I'm dealing with anyone, I never expect for a man to get me anything that I couldn't get for myself. Exactly. Now, if he get me something that I couldn't get for myself, I ain't gonna lie, I will accept it. But I don't expect it. And I don't,
All right, so we're gonna go to the money subject. Money and dating. Come on down. Who is it here? We got J. Marie, Xavia, Dean, Scooby, and Sherwood. Let's talk about it. J. Marie, you up there by yourself.
First of all, hello everybody. Thanks for coming out. So if you got the money, you can get it yourself. If you don't have it, and I give it to you, just accept it. Where are we in the relationship, or is there a relationship? Am I just your booty call? Am I trying to be your man? I mean, what's going on?
No, I don't have sugar daddies. Now, Right, that was a couple years ago. No, see, my thing was what I was saying was I never expect any man to get me anything that I can't get for myself. So I'm not gonna say, baby, I want a 12-carat ring, diamond ring, and I can't afford to buy that for myself. I'm not gonna ask that from you. But if you come to me with a gift that I cannot afford,
just out of nowhere. You're not going to say, you know, I would really like to have a 12-carat.
Oh, please. I've gotten, no, let me not, because I'm going to open up a whole nother can of worms about it. I have received expensive gifts just out of nowhere. Me not asking for anything. Not asking for anything. My dog that I have now, my $1,200 dog, I did not ask for that dog. It was a gift. Man, though? I didn't expect nothing from him. He just got it.
I get it for you.
Got it without me even knowing.
Say, wow, I would like to have a 12-carat.
Never said it.
And I get it to you, right?
Let me tell you. Okay, the dog situation. I had a conversation. This man, listen to this. This man, me and him had a conversation about me losing my dog when I was in college, and it was a rot. Just a simple question. A simple conversation about me losing a dog. I didn't even remember talking to him about losing my dog. Christmas came around. He sent a rat into my store. I didn't ask for that dog. He listened and heard, and he knew that it hurt me that I lost my dog. So he went out and bought me a dog. I didn't ask for that dog.
What do you think he was expecting from you, though?
Thank you.
He didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Did he take the dog back?
I don't care what you expected. No, I still have my dog. It's 3 years. Yes, I do.
I'm not going to buy you nothing unless I'm going to get some man. As the maker said, I want to fuck.
That's absolutely fine.
I'm not going to buy you nothing.
That's absolutely fine. You can buy whatever you want. Don't expect nothing from me, though. If I did not ask for it, I did not ask for it. If you want to waste your money,
was you feeling the dude, though? Was you feeling the dude? Was he the possibility?
He's a nice guy.
But was you feeling him, though?
Yes, I was feeling him, kind of. Not in a relationship way. Not in a relationship way.
Then why did you accept it then?
Because it was a rat, and it was a dog, and I wanted it.
But you knew you wasn't going to fuck him, right?
Yes, I knew I wasn't going to do it.
Then why did you accept it?
Because I wanted it. If you decide you're going to go out and get it, that's not my fault. It was a gift. It was a gift. Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? You took it knowing that he expected that, and then you gave in and said,
oh, okay, yeah, I feel you.
So what's wrong with saying, you know what, I can't accept this gift. It's just too much. It's just I can't accept it.
No. Okay, for me too, let me explain something too. Let me explain a little bit about my background. My aunt, ever since I was a little girl, my aunt made it her point. She always took me, my sisters, and my cousins to expensive restaurants. We went to nice places. We took trips, because what she didn't want us to happen is a guy try to flash it in our face and we get all, woo, oh yeah, you want to take me out to get a steak? I've been there, done that, boo. So you're going to have to come a little bit harder than that, than to try to impress me. So that stuff don't even matter to me. It don't even matter to me. I can get whatever it is that I want, I can get on my own. Quiet. If he decides that he wants to get me something, I do not ask for it and you just get it. If I like it, yes, I will take it.
Well, you know you're not going to be with him. If you know you're not going to be with him.
Yes, I will take it. Yes, I will take it.
Yeah. Ask him to go, right?
Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm just telling you, if I do anything for you, I'm expecting something. If you put yourself in that position, if you put yourself in a position where
I didn't say I never thought that he didn't expect ass.
So then you were using yourself and what you got to get something.
No,
you weren't using this.
No, absolutely not.
Let me clarify this for everybody involved.
No.
What I did say in the video was, women shouldn't be expecting men to be throwing lavish gifts at them.
And I don't expect
listen, or treating their life like they're in some sort of video. You know, sometimes we look at TV, we see these people living these type of lives, we try to emulate these different things, and we have young women walking around expecting guys to do this, but they do indeed trade sex for that. And not living a realistic life. But the same way a lot of women flaunt their body, and all those different things. So for men, there are guys that have money. They don't really have any true character, so they try to flash the money that they have.
Exactly. Yes.
So both of it is vanity. Both of it is meaningless. And so that was the point that I was making.
I'll agree with that.
As far as a woman like yourself, if a man chooses to give you something, you accept it. It's nothing wrong with you taking it.
So.
But I will say this: when you take it, you better tell him what he should expect from you.
And we have the guy that got me the stuff. Wait, the guy that bought me stuff without me asking for it. We've had several conversations where I said I did not want to get in a relationship with him. We had conversations where I said, please stop purchasing me gifts like this because I told him to stop buying me stuff like that. He was just doing it.
But I will say this: with these gifts that these guys give you, the same way with guys, the sex that the woman will give you, that's you flaunting in your face, you gotta be careful of the consequences that come along with it. So just stalk on both sides. You have sex with a woman, boom, you have somebody in your bushes. I'm telling you got a guy who bought you. He was at your job and talked about the dog. Now he at your job. So you got to be careful of the different things that people do, especially if you have shown no interest in this person whatsoever. Like we talk about, if someone shows you who you are, believe it. If someone shows you that they're willing to give you a gift and they don't even know you, if one's willing to give you, listen, it is something.
We know each other.
No, it's not the gift.
It's not a random dude. It's not a random dude. I've known him for 6 years now. I still know him. I still talk to him.
For 6 years.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
If you have not shown him anything to give him the indication it should be with him,
well, that's him. Himself in a position to be used. He put himself in a position to be used. I told him to stop. But if you gonna keep her fine, whatever. I told him to. Yes, I did accept it. Yes. Yes, and I keep accepting it. And I'm gonna keep accepting it. Yes.
So if a woman keep offering you an ass, are you gonna keep taking it?
Yeah.
Why we can't keep taking the gift?
Yeah.
You know what? I don't.
Keep banging.
All ass ain't good for you.
I have people approach me that way though too. It's a lot of guys out here that be fronting. You know, if you gonna put yourself out there like that, then that's you. I have guys that approach me that way all the time, try to flash their money at me because they prejudging. Don't look at me from the outside and say, I know how you are. You just, I flash some money at you, you good, because guess what? It ain't about to happen. It's a lot more to me than what you see. So I'm tired of people prejudging. So if you want to step to me like that, then go right ahead. Exactly.
Okay, no, that's that. No.
Mariah, my question is, my question is, and I'm not judging at all because I feel like if a man if he's gonna come like that and he gonna just,
then that's his fault.
Then it's his fault. That's his fault. So, but this is such an issue, especially with black men, because a lot of black women run to black men that they ain't got the fat pockets. Okay, so whatever. Some of us do, some of them don't. But
it's a black man who don't have the fat
pockets, right? Then he don't have the capacity to spend the money like that. My question is, okay, so that makes him even more interesting. He wasn't even black. So while we sitting here having this debate, he wasn't black. What was he? Was he white? He's white. Okay, I'm not going to entertain that, but it really goes out the scope of this conversation. Let me ask this question: would you date him? Seriously?
I told him that I would not date him seriously.
Okay, so you wouldn't.
I told him that.
Okay. I guess my question is, let me ask my question. My question is, and this goes for a lot of women out here, because I meet so many women that they constantly talk about the past guys they mess with, that spend money on them, etc. Does that?
It is a black and white thing, though.
Okay, you might not.
Men do it too.
Right. Okay. And I don't negate that at all. Does that a guy coming to you like that, having the capacity to spend that kind of money on you and flash like that, does that set a precedent for other men that you meet in the future?
No, it does not. I just said that. I don't expect a man to give me none of that stuff.
May I please? Sure. Before this started, the gentleman that I just met, Gary, we were having a very similar conversation. And I said to him, on a first date, I don't want to be impressed with a $300 meal. I'd rather have a walk. I want to get to know someone. I also said to one of the ladies here, when I go out to a bar, I don't let men buy me drinks. If I enjoy his conversation and he offers to buy me a drink, I would buy him one right back. Because he doesn't own me. He doesn't rent me. Okay. You cannot let men think for 1 minute that you have a price, because they will continue to spend until they have nothing left. They lose their minds, and you end up on Jerry Springer.
You know, this is something that it takes some men never learn it. Well, some people never learn it. If a woman is not feeling you, I don't care how many dogs you buy, how many diamonds you buy, how many dozens of roses you buy, she ain't feeling you. She'll take it and she'll say, that's so nice, and she'll even give you a kiss. But she still ain't feeling you.
What'd that make her?
Huh?
What'd that make her?
Wait, let me finish. Wait a minute. Likewise, sisters, no matter how much you fuck a guy, whether you do it doggy, whether you do it spoon, whether you do whatever, if he ain't feeling you, he ain't feeling you. He might like your pussy, but he don't like you. Okay? So, what does that make him? What does that make her? I'm going to let y'all handle that. I'm going to let you all handle that. But wait a minute. I'm going to let y'all put a tag on that. But let us look at relationships the same way. You don't have to buy a woman.
I'm not on the panel.
You don't have to buy a woman a whole lot of gifts to do that. If she's feeling you, she's feeling you. That's just the way it goes. And sisters, you ain't gotta run your behind ragged, giving him booty, hoping that he gonna like you. Because if he don't, he don't. Bottom line. Okay? So let's understand that, fellas. Keep your money in your pocket, alright? Sisters, keep your legs closed and get to know each other, alright?
No, he true. The only thing I was gonna say is she's educated, she's very beautiful, and you said from the jump, you said anything you want, anything you want, you can get on your own, and I believe that. So I'm not going against that. But I'm saying, like, he gets a $1,200 dog. He's getting you gifts. He's not. I'm not even saying nobody. The guy wanted pussy, but you know he wanted a relationship, a real relationship. So I mean, you just say, you know, I kept telling him. But how did you tell him? When a woman tells somebody, like, you know what, you ain't getting no pussy, they make sure they know you ain't getting no pussy. So when you could have told them, like, it's not gonna be a relationship no matter what you buy me. If you buy me a fucking kennel, it's not gonna happen. And then that would have stopped the whole process. But when you sit up here and everybody here will act like they're gonna be real, I'm gonna be real because I don't know nobody, so I gotta be honest with everybody. Hey, it doesn't compute with me. And it's like, okay, well, he got me gifts. When did you tell him stop? When did you put your foot down your heels? So that's the question I want to ask you. Did you really tell him it was nothing that would never ever happen, no matter if he was the last white man on this planet and you was the last black woman in this world?
I'm not a real super aggressive person, and when I'm coming.
So no, I don't want that dog. Wait, I'm gonna take it. That's a cute dog.
Loxy, I see you.
This girl, this Fox, thinks she gon' eat our loaded yam, the whole thing, but that ain't going on. Jimmy Jam gon' smash it. With my guest, Xavia Fox from Xavia Fox Talks.
And you can tell everybody what you want to be called by.
Xavia Fox here, still on the red carpet.
Represents X.